Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm playing a special donation deck. This is the evolution of Black-Green Glee. We're not playing that anymore. Instead we're playing Pili-Pala plus Careful Cultivation. This is your Pauper Splinter Twin giving you infinite mana. We're not making infinite creatures. Infinite mana, we are going to draw through our deck with things like a Visitor's Insight, Fanatical Offering, Malevolent Rumble, and then kill our opponent with Engine Rat, giving them an infinite life loss. The problem with Pili-Pala is that it does not have haste. So the deck designer put in Crashing Drawbridge here. This comes to us from Eric Christopher, a Pili-Pala stan. So thank you so much, Eric, for the deck donation. This was done through Patreon, which you can always find me at, or you can message me on Twitter or Discord. And hopefully we can combo some people out. I'll see you in the matches. The Pauper Underground Jackpot Series is back in Calgary, the Stampede City. 33 events across 3 stores lead to a January finals with thousands in prizes and a custom Western trophy buckle. The community and Discord rocks, so check it out at the links below and be part of the upcoming home of Pauper in Canada. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, match 1 versus Sesta. What are you going to be doing today, my friend? We don't have a green source. This is tough. I'm on the play. If I find a green, I'm in business. We're really not doing anything otherwise. I think I should mulligan. Okay, this hand is a lot better. It's basically the same stuff. Let's keep and just get rid of the Engine Rat, putting the Wind Con back into the deck. We'll lead on Colony Garden into Fanatical Offering or play the Crashing Drawbridge. By play the Crashing Drawbridge, we could like turn forward my opponent. We'll see. Play the Plant Token. Opponent's on white. Alright, so play Swamp and pass the turn. Let's see what they're up to. If it's white Weenie, we're going to have to find some amount of protection probably for like Thraben Charms. Plays Wonderweave Aerialist. Play my Fanatical, sacrificing my plant. Find a Duress and a Fanatical, so let's Duress you. Okay, Ethereal Armor, Sentinel, Solid Footing. I'll take the Ethereal Armor. It's the most scary at this moment. Play the Crashing Drawbridge. And then next turn, I'm probably going to Fanatical the Swamp. But if I draw the Pili-Pala, I can play it. No, that doesn't win that turn because I need 5 mana. They played us Plains from hand. They have Sentinel Eyes and Solid Footing. So they're going to give their creature a double +2, which would turn it into a 4/4. I probably just want to side in Snuff Outs for this deck. Sentinel's Eyes gives it Vigilance. They'll get in for 3. They don't have to play the Solid Footing because it's a flash enchantment. Gives the creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness if the creature has Vigilance. Alright, for my turn we drew another Fanatical. Let's try to Fanatical the map. And then we find a Colony Garden. I think I just play the Swamp and draw another 2 cards. We find a Wellspring. Pass. So this turn it's going to be Wellspring into Colony Garden, Visitors inside the Wellspring. We're trying to survive until the point where we can win. We don't have any flyers or blockers for flyers. If they had their ground-based creature, we could block with the plant, but obviously that's not possible here. They get in for 4. We find, oh, I guess I could Careful Cultivation my Crashing Drawbridge. I didn't think about that. Have a reach creature that way. I will draw a card with the Wellspring. And then Visitor's Insight the Wellspring. We don't have any... Okay, we did find the Pili-Pala now. I'll play the Garden and then pass. Next turn, I can play Pili-Pala, give it haste, Cultivation. Let's get rid of a Colony Garden. We know our opponent has... Okay, so we don't know any of the cards in their hand. They've used all the cards. Alright. So hopefully they don't have interaction. Pili-Pala. We'll put the Careful Cultivation on it. They're going to give it protection from green. Okay. Bummer. So I'm going to play my Swamp out and then map onto my Drawbridge. Last Rites. I will not... I don't know what I want to do about that. I can discard the Drawbridge in the landscape. So let's say no, I suppose. That's the turn. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth casting the Last Rites here. I'll block. They have another Aerialist. Play a Wellspring. I draw a card. I have a Shambling Ghast. Doesn't really help. Play land. Then I will draw 3 cards. Another cultivation. We have a duress. So we're just kind of fizzling. I don't think I need the last rites. I just realized that I could have to crash and drawbridge for mana. Oh no. Oh no, never mind. Only if I put a Careful Cultivation on it. Right now it just has been mapped up. So if I cultivation on the drawbridge, then I can maybe block a bigger creature. Kind of assuming my opponent's going to have a way to interact. I'm going to try blocking here on the 2/2 and just taking 4 at the moment. Let's go ahead and hit them with the duress. They give their creature protection, and then they have a plains in hand. Play the Shambling Ghast. I will Eviscerate's Insight, sacrificing the Shambling Ghast, make a treasure. So it's kind of like a Deadly Dispute. We have 5 mana. We didn't find it. Protection from black. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Cast the Careful Cultivation on the Crashing Drawbridge. Passing the turn. We can block the 4/4. And then Viscer's Insight on the plant. They have a 2/2. So I guess if they top deck an Ethereal Armor, I'm host. Okay, what do you got? They attack in. I'll block. We'll make green. And then use the Viscer's Insight from hand. Sacrifice the plant. We have to find another Pili-Pala. We found the Pili-Pala. So now I have to fade another Benevolent Blessing. Or 5. So if I have 5 mana, doesn't really do it either. Okay. Pili-Pala. Put the cultivation on it. If they have another one, I'm going to be so sad. Okay. Give my creatures haste. Make infinite mana. So we're spam clicking to make infinite green. Then we filter all that mana, which will make a white and a bunch of green. Then we need to make a couple of red and some black. Let's cycle the 2 landscapes. That's 1, and then another one. We have another Pili-Pala, and then I can Careful Cultivation onto that one. Play a Shambling Ghast. Okay, and then I'll make some black. And I didn't shuffle my deck, so the Engine Rat's at the bottom. We'll sacrifice the Shambling Ghast, make a treasure. I could also have tried to give this creature -2 or -1. Don't think that would matter. Make red. And then cycle the landscape. Play another Shambling Ghast off some more black. Okay, we're just digging. I do love going infinite. Sack the Shambling Ghast. Make a treasure. Oh no, we fizzled. Go red and black and cycle. I have a safekeeping. So I'll go drawbridge and drawbridge and then pass. I wonder if keeping the last rites there and then just getting rid of it later, that might have been the reason that we fizzled here. My opponent will get in for 4. Now I don't have the option to block and then use the safekeeping in like response to whatever they order first because they changed the rules. We're just going to safekeeping on this Pili-Pala to keep it alive and block with only a single one. So if it assign all the damage to this 2/4 Pili-Pala, it will survive though. They've Benevolent Blessing it, so it doesn't survive. That stinks. Plays a plains. Play a Colony Garden. So we lost 2 Pili-Palas and 2 Careful Cultivations. Actually, all our cultivations are gone. Pretty surprising that we're able to draw so many Benevolent Blessings. Their deck doesn't have any card draw. They get in. I'll block with my big old wall. Okay, my turn. Pass the turn. After playing a land. We're in the waiting room. We've drawn 2 Wellsprings so far. We haven't drawn any number of Malevolent Rumbles. So once we've hit one, we're going to be able to move through the deck pretty quickly, I would imagine. Opponent continues attacking. Okay, I will continue blocking. There's a Rumble. I'll cast it. We'll take, I guess, another Pili-Pala just as a blocker and pass the turn. This is the difference between this deck and Black-Green Glee, in that the Glee deck would have just attacked with the giant brood skill, and this one's sitting around waiting for an outlet to the infinite mana. They get in and we're blocking. My turn. Another swamp. I'll just pass. Every draw gets them closer to killing my cultivation on the Pili-Pala. A Hyena Umbra on the area list. We're gonna block with our Chumper Pili-Pala. And my opponent gains another 4 life. Going to 28. We found a card draw spell. So we'll make a bunch of mana. And then start sacrificing stuff. Draw off the plant token, drawing 2 cards. There's the engine rat. So we'll just play the engine rat out. GG. Okay, opponent doesn't want to concede. So what's 28 times 6? I don't know. A lot. I guess it's 14. Okay, they concede. They saw I was making infinite mana. We will bring in Snuff Out, Snuff Out, Snuff Out. Get rid of the last rights. We can't cut our drawbridges. I suppose we could cut the drawbridge, but they might have like revoke resistance stuff. I think I will just bring in the safekeepings and then cut the 3 duress. Although the duress bought me a lot of time. Maybe I just trim the rumbles and then we'll go duresses and some troublemaker oofs. Alright, maybe that'll be fine. Because I want to be able to draw into my snuff outs, so rumbling them over might not be great. Although this makes it harder to draw into the combo. Okay, we have land into Pili-Pala. Or I can go duress into Wellspring into Fanatical Offering. That's probably better. Since they're a Voltron strategy, I feel like disrupting them could be good. Play the Laguna Band. I will duress. Solid Footing, Thraben's Charm. I will take the Solid Footing. That way they have no way to get anything going. They play another Laguna Band, which they drew. Next turn, alright, we're going to go ahead and play an Ichor Wellspring here and draw a card. We drew a Safekeeping, and we have a Crashing Drawbridge. They have Heliod's Pilgrim. What is it going to draw them? Ethereal Armor, probably. Another Solid Footing. Guess that's pretty good. Okay. I'm pretty close to going off, but I need to be able to survive through the Thraben Charm. Let's get a Forest. Play the Crashing Drawbridge. They're going to Solid Footing onto their creature, which will now attack for 5. Sandstone Bridge, which will give it Vigilance. Oh, yeah. So it only attacks for 5 if it has Vigilance. We're not blocking. I'll block the 1/2. They can Thraben Charm my Crashing Drawbridge if they want, but then I'll just go Pili-Pala pass the turn. Guess the Careful Cultivation I can't cast unless I have an extra green. They play Armored Armadillo. Last card in hand is Solid Footing. I mean, is the Thraben Charm. So I suppose I just duress you, take your Thraben Charm, then play out the Pili-Pala. Pass the turn. And we have to hope that they didn't draw interaction. I will block the 2/6. They can spend 4 mana to give the Armored Armadillo an additional +4. And that's what they're going to choose to do. So this gives me the infinite mana. Cultivation. Let's make infinite. I misplaced my combo glasses, so apologies. I'll find them. Then I will go black. And then make way more black. Starting with the Fanatical Offering on the Wellspring, which gives me the ability to use my Visitor's Insight on the map. But we found a Wellspring. I'd much rather sacrifice that. Well, if Visitor's Insight, sacrificing the Wellspring. Draw another 3 cards. Another Wellspring. Don't mind if I do. We draw. We're going to draw more cards off that Wellspring. Drawing another Pili-Pala. Sure, I'll cast them. Get them on the table. Might as well just attack with my 1/1s. Play a Drawbridge. We will Fanatical Offering off of the map token. Finding a Duress. I guess I will Duress, see what's going on over there. Laguna Band. Okay. I got to make a bunch more black. Let's play the Shambling Ghast and draw. Draw 2. We will make a treasure token. There's the Engine Rat. Engine Rat and GG. Opponent concedes. I was clicking away, making mana. We'll see in round 2. Okay, round 2. We're keeping Pili-Pala in hand. We have Fetch a Forest, play land. Went on Plains again. Novice Inspector, so it could be White Weenie. Let's see. We find the Careful Cultivation. I'll play the Twisted Landscape and pass. Doesn't really win me the game to go for it on turn 3 because I could just kind of die to a Thraben Charm or something. Like running it out right away is a little sketchy. They get in for 1. We also have no way to draw cards with the Fanatical Offerings. They play Novice Inspector. I will fetch, grabbing this Forest. Find a Rumble. Okay. Play Malevolent Rumble. I suppose I can... I think I just take the land. I'll take the land here. Maybe that's wrong. So maybe the It's either the, I guess the crashing drawbridge is fine. Okay. On its turn. So we're going to go ahead and play the Pili-Pala, fetch a green. No, that doesn't work either. Darn. Okay, they get in for 2. I should have taken the land. Now I need a green source. I play a Lunarch Veteran. Alright, now we're good. I found the land anyway. I will fetch out a forest. I suppose... No, I think I play the Pili-Pala. Then we're passing. We're trying to dodge double Thraben Charm. I can beat a single. There's the Thraben Charm. We have this safekeeping. Let's see if they have another one. My opponent's going to attack for 3. They know I'm not going to block. I wasn't going to block. Plays a Squadron Hawk, so they're showing me right now that they don't have Thraben Charm. I wasn't going to play around it anyway. And this gives me the option to wait on playing a land drop because I could find a Colony Garden and then sacrifice that plant token. We will cultivate. Combo time. You know what? They could have a Mana Tithe. That would really hose me. They didn't. I've successfully tapped my Pili-Pala to make a lot of mana. All of it green. Now I will tap and untap. Play the Crashing Drawbridge. Fanatical, sacrifice the Crashing Drawbridge. We draw 2 cards. Another Drawbridge. So that means I can map token, which sort of sees a card. So I will map onto the Pili-Pala. We will not put that in the graveyard. Or maybe I should have. Because we're going to Crashing Drawbridge, then Fanatical, sacrifice the Drawbridge. We get a map that we can hit with the Eviscerer's Insight. Luckily we drew a Wellspring. Okay, that does solve a bunch of problems. And then a Shambling Ghast. We're just drawing cards now. Found a Safekeeping. And the Engine Rat. Make a black. I will cast the Engine Rat, show them that they are dead. I need to activate it 11 times, which is 66 mana. Okay, our opponent concedes, thank you. So we need the Drown in Sorrows. We are also considering Snuff Outs. Don't think the Duress really needs to be in the deck, but maybe it's good just for checking. Like, would I rather have a Duress or a Safekeeping? I guess oftentimes I would rather have the Duress. And then we'll bring in the Snuff Outs. Mostly the Snuff Out is going to be for Standard Bearer, and they're probably only going to be playing regular Standard Bearer. So let's cut. So here all I did was I brought in Drown in Sorrow, Snuff Out. Still have the 3 Duress. I guess I'm submitting like this. So less protection because they have less interaction. Still have the Crashing Drawbridge to go off in 1 turn. Seems okay. We're going to keep the Malevolent Rumble here because as an aggro deck on their end, I think having some speed is good. Alright, we're starting out with a pretty good hand, I think. We've got Colony Garden into turn 2 Rumble. The Vault of Whispers is a little risky. My opponent leads on a Plains. Play a Colony Garden. We can Fanatical it. We can Rumble. Rumble speeds up my combo turn, potentially. I wonder if they're going to play things like Revoke Existence. I feel like they will. They play out a Squadron Hawk. Chooses to use the ability. They'll draw at least 2 Hawks. They could draw 3 Hawks and then discard a flashback card. They do draw 3 Hawks. So are you discarding Strands? Does discards Squadron Hawk. Interesting. So now that we've drawn and Drown in Sorrow, I will play the Vault of Whispers. Pass the turn. Looking to just Eviscerer's Insight or Fanatical Offering here, and then find a black source, wipe away their Hawks. Plays a Standard Bearer. Yeah, so that's definitely what I was anticipating. I'll Fanatical Offering the plant token. Can I find an untapped black source? Found a green source. They get in for 1. I can play the Shambling Ghast. That can take out the Standard Bearer. Play the Landscape. They play a Plains. Declines to attack with the Standard Bearer, that makes sense. Plays a Novice Inspector. They've got a clue. I will crack for a Swamp. Take my turn. I'll cast Drown in Sorrow. Kill all the creatures on the board. They're considering using a Pump spell. It still wouldn't save them. I can use the Shambling Ghast to kill the Standard Bearer anyway. That into on the bottom of my library. Kill the Standard Bearer. Play a Forest. My opponent has a Raffine's Informant. We're trying to draw into some more board wipes. They still have 2 more Hawks in hand. They discarded a hawk there to their Fiend's Informant. They're getting in for 2. We have a duress. I'll start by Eviscer's Insight on the map. Draw 2 cards. Let's go Malevolent Rumble, trying to find a land. Swamp would be preferred. We find a swamp. And then we'll play land and the Shambling Ghast. So the plan here is to block the Fiend's Informant and kill it with the Shambling Ghast. They crack a clue. I guess we want to save the duress for our combo turn. They're getting in with the Fiend's Informant. So they're offering the trade with the Ghast. Block. And then kill it. Let's see if this will resolve. They have 5 cards in hand. Guess it's good. Plays another Fiend's Informant. Let's see if they discard another. They discarded a Battle Screech. Okay. So now they can't flash back the Battle Screech. I'm going to go Drown in Sorrow. I should have duressed first. If they have another pump spell, I'll be sad. Okay, we'll just top the other Drown in Sorrow. We'll draw from the Wellspring and then duress them. See what they're working with over there. Another Screech and a Thraven Charm. So we get rid of the Thraven Charm. They can go Screech plus Hawk, flash back the Screech. I untap, I Drown in Sorrow, then I Malevolent Rumble. Plays the land. I have just the Snuff Out left to take out another potential standard bearer, so I guess that's not great. They played the cards from their hand that we knew about. They have 1 card that we didn't. Flashes back the Screech. They have 1 card in hand. We find Pili-Pala. So I'm going to Drown in Sorrow, trying to fade standard bearer for a turn. Sure, I'll top that. Play the Pili-Pala. I suppose I still have Shambling Ghast, a couple of those left on the deck, which could potentially take out the standard bearer. They play another Battle Screech, and Idyllic Range onto a bird. They have 0 cards in hand. And I'm going to go infinite. Combo time. Boop, boop, boop. Let's suit up the Pili-Pala. I'm surprised this is dunking on people here. Well, we got a couple good matchups, I suppose. Let's make a ton of mana. I know that there's an Engine Rat on the bottom of my deck. Can I get all the way down? Start off with a Wellspring. We'll draw a card. We will flash back into Viscera's Insights. Draw another 3 cards. Another Rumble, so I can see tons of cards with those 2. We find a Snuff Out. I'll play the Rumble. We found the Engine Rat. GG. Boink. Now my opponent's going to make me do it, it looks like. So we'll go... I think we need to do it 10 times. Just make 10 black. And then we need 50 green. And because I like Storm decks, what I'm going to do is hold control, activate the Engine Rat, then activate the Engine Rat. I'm going to put all these triggers on the stack. Just maintaining priority. And we got him. We'll see you in round 3. Round 3 versus Marsh Flats. Known mid-range enjoyer. Let's see if we can beat a mid-range deck. I probably want to duress them on turn 1. They play out a Contaminated Aquifer. I'll hit you with the duress. Probably... Ooh. I guess I'm going to get rid of your Abandoned Attachments. Playing Dimir Snacker with Abandoned Attachments so that they can get their creature on the table. Should I play out the Pili-Pala? We're going to have to work around the counterspell. Next turn they'll have counterspell. I think I just focus on drawing cards. Alright, that didn't really get us anywhere. They're going to get in for 2. Play a Shambling Ghast and a Crashing Drawbridge. This is probably a very difficult matchup for us if I'd had to imagine. Because, like, forcing through infinite removal and counters is going to be difficult. I guess we do have double Lasterites, so that's good. Safekeeping. The counterspell, the Crashing Drawbridge. It's too scary. They haven't used the Lorien Revealed yet. They played another island, so they're working up to casting the Lorien Revealed. Snacker's out of their hand. What is this? Some nonsense. Play the Ichor Wellspring. Play a Pili-Pala. Sacrifice this. Target player loses a life and you gain a life. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, you may return it from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Pass. Did you draw a land for your Lorien Revealed? They cycle it. And then grab a tap land. So 1 unknown in hand. I'll block. And then go for the kill. So they can sacrifice it to drain me. And then later on try to get it back. It did cost them 4 mana. We'll play the Crashing Drawbridge. Play Colony Garden. Pass the turn. We are trying to draw Trying to top deck into some card draw spells. So I can get some card velocity going. Our opponent will attack in for 2. You got it. I'm at 13. Down to Fanatical. Let's Fanatical the Wellspring. Just works. Down to Safekeeping. I'll cast Malevolent Rumble. Taking a Landscape. Insight goes to the graveyard. Let's try mapping onto the Pili-Pala. Draw land. I'll play the Swamp and attack in. My opponent gets in for 2. They slam a Lorien Revealed. So if we top deck our card, we found Engine Rat. Might as well just play it probably. Let's try Viscer's Insight on the Ichor Wellspring. We found the Careful Cultivation. I can't actually use it this turn. I could just play it and hope that they don't have it. Let's hope they don't have it. They didn't have it. They are dead. Got them. Excuse me while I make a bunch of mana. Put the Engine Rat on the stack. Okay, my opponent just is going to let me make some mana, combo them out. I'll just do it slowly. Sweet, they conceded. Appreciate it. So we definitely want the last rights. I don't know that there's anything else specific. Oh no, we want the safekeeping. But then how are we going to... I guess we're just going to trim on some Malevolent Rumbles. Otherwise I don't know how I'm going to make the space. And I do think that having the crashing drawbridge is going to be important. So we can go off in one turn. Alright, here we are. We've got everything we need without lands. I have decided that I'm going to take a risk and keep it. My opponent leads with an island. I will attempt a duress. They're going to brainstorm, hide some of their hand. It's fair. Fair play. We'll take a Lorien Revealed. They have some weird cards in their hand. So they've got the Entropic Eidolon, which is a 4-drop. They have Shipwreck Sifters. When this creature enters, draw a card and discard a card. Whenever you discard a spirit card or a card with the Serb, put a counter on this creature. So they can discard the Eidolon. We have a Shambling Ghast. They get in for 2. I will block and make a treasure. Alright. So, okay. We have a Colony Garden. Let's play Shambling Ghast. Uh-oh, they have an Abandoned Attachments. They get to return their Entropic Eidolon to their hand, and they discard the Entropic Eidolon. Whoa! The value! They cycle Lorien Revealed. This is out of their hand, this is out of their hand. Play a Swamp. No, an island. Eidolon's out of their hand. So they have a Fold Grip over there. Getting in for 3. Another Abandoned Attachments. They get to return their card. Wow, that is such good value. Snacker comes back. Let's go land. Play Ichor Wellspring. Draw a card. Play the Crashing Drawbridge. They counterspell the Drawbridge. I don't think my deck is really working here, and it was probably because I mulliganed to Oblivion. I don't think that was the smartest play. I mean, didn't mulligan to Oblivion. I just kept a terrible hand. Block. Make a treasure again. They play an Aquifer. We have nothing going on. I'm just going to go to the next... Well, let's hit you with the last rights. Maybe they'll counterspell. Then I'm going to discard the Engine Rat. And then concede. Okay, I just want to see what their hand was. Suffocating Fumes, huh? Yeah, I think we're resubmitting. Maybe I don't need quite so many Crashing Drawbridges. That's probably what I could have cut. This time we have a great hand. We have an Ichor Wellspring, we draw some cards, we lacerate our opponent into Oblivion. I'll lead on the Colony Garden. They play an Escape Tunnel. I wonder what that's about. That is very nerve-wracking. They have some sort of combo in their deck. They sacrifice the Escape Tunnel, getting a Swamp. We find a Shambling Ghast. So they could duress us, but doesn't really do very much. They have a Shipwreck Sifter again. Discarding what? An island. They sifted it into an island. Fanatical offering the Wellspring. Find a duress. Looks like I should have waited on that, but I didn't have a land at the time. So I will play out the Colony Garden. Pass the turn while discarding the Eviscer's Insight. They play an island. Brainstorms. Maybe I should have played the Twisted Landscape, because I really would like to have another black source in play right now. They're really trying to think about how to play their 2-drop. To play the Shipwreck Sailors, discarding an Eidolon. Has a 2/3 in play. Let's play a Wellspring. We drew that, I'm going to cast it. We'll play a Landscape. Sacrifice it for a Swamp. Play a Shambling Ghast. They're brainstorming. Maybe they're looking for lands. So here I think I block, make a mana, make a treasure token. Then we're gonna untap and duress them, checking for counterspell. Take the counterspell. Looks like they're probably going to cast the hottest ploy, which gives them back their creature. And then they get to discard it again. The value is absurd. They get some 3/4s. Now I'm going to block with a plant and then fanatical the plant. I'll block with 1 plant. They casted the hottest ploy. I'll fanatical offering the plant. And then I will go black, fanatical offering the wellspring. Find engine rat. My engine rat can block and kill their shipwreck thingamajig. They're all 4/5s now. And another safekeeping. Let's play a Pili-Pala. They use a counterspell. I will play the enchant rat. My opponent brainstorms. That Dahada's, like, this is a really sick value engine for sure. Interesting. Is this a new card from Avatar? No. People just haven't been playing this? It's just too strong. They're getting in. I'll cast Tamiyo's Safekeeping on my engine rat. Use Agony Warp. I'll cast Tamiyo's Safekeeping again. Block. Kill your creature. What is next? I can Fanatical Offering the map and then hit them with the last rites. Fanatical Offering, sacrifice a map. Hit you with a duress, I suppose. Last rites of their own? Wow. That's a bummer. Okay, get rid of that. Play the land. Play my Pili-Pala. Hopefully my Pili-Pala can get it done. I'll attack in for 1. I just have to find the Careful Cultivation now. Discarding all their cards doesn't really make a difference. I guess they can't jumpstart their cards if they have no cards in hand. They're casting into hottest ploy, so they get the card back. They got to... the value is insane. Insane. Shipwreck Sifters comes back to hand. Cool deck. I mean, Shipwreck Sifters becomes a 6/7. It's a sick wreck shifters. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Right now I would die to a Suffocating Fumes. They last rites me. Okay. And they discarded all their creatures, which just comes back to their hand. So all I have to do is top deck. Didn't top deck it. Insight the map. Down to Ghast. So I can play the Ghast. Get in. They use another the hottest ploy. I'm gonna, I guess, accept that. This is crazy. Now they have 6 cards in hand. And they can discard 1 of them, which is going to be another Eidolon. Cycles the Lorien Reveal because they don't even need that card draw. They choose to attack into the engine rat. Block? Okay. Let's map onto the Pili-Pala. I'm not going to put that in my graveyard. We'll start by attacking. Mapping onto the Pili-Pala keeps it from dying to something like a Fumes. Well, Viscer's Insight, sacrificing the Shambling Ghast. Make a treasure. Is this time for counterspell? Dispel. Which spell? Dispel. Land, pass. Now they cast a Lorien Revealed. Plays an island, 5 cards in hand. I don't even know what's in their hand anymore. There's so many Eidolons going back and forth. I'll map onto the Pili-Pala again. Find a Colony Garden. Play the Ichor Wellspring that we revealed previously. It draws me a card. Find another engine rat. Let's play the Colony Garden out. Attack for 2. We have 1 duress, 1 last rites left in the deck. I maybe should be keeping cards in hand for the last rites. I probably should not make any more land drops. People were probably swearing at me to get that done previously. Yeah, okay, the abandoned attachments. Discard a card, draw 2. Discarding the Eidolon, which gets it back. Hopefully their hand's just all fluff. They have a duress. I'll safekeeping. Duress will resolve. They play the Entropic Eidolon. 4 cards in hand. Plays Enigma Eidolon. We found the Careful Cultivation. They didn't have the Snuff out. GG! That was quite a game. We'll see you in round 4. We're here in round 4 versus RoboCop MTG. The police! They give me the good luck, have fun. They go land grant, revealing a bunch of stuff. So, not great for me. I've got Snuff outs in my deck. There's the Careful Cultivation. We'll play the Colony Garden. We're going to try to just rush the combo probably. So we have to turn to Malevolent Rumble. They play the Overgrown Battlement. We'll go land, Rumble. Looking for the Pili-Pala. We find Engine Rat. I guess I have to take the Engine Rat here. Pass the turn. They're a turn 4 deck. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat that, but I could just dump my entire hand to last rites them. Like if they reveal a spy, I could last rites away the spy. Okay. And just go on Battlement. They have Lead the Stampede, Giant. They play a Wall of Roots. Another Wall of Roots. Here's a Gate Creeper Vine. They'll get a Swamp and play the Swamp. Yep, they got a Swamp. Plays the Swamp. Next turn they can Lead the Stampede. Let's Fanatical Offering on the plant. Found the Pili-Pala. So I have to just play the Landscape, play Pili-Pala, and hope they do not have a Masked Vandal. They cycle a Generous End. That's probably their last land. Gets a Forest, so maybe they're on 5 lands then? I'm not sure. Casting Lead the Stampede. We're trying to fade Spy and Masked Vandal. Ugh. Okay. So they find the Spy and an Ent. So the only way that I win is if they don't have any more, if they have 1 Swamp left in their deck. Let's see what's in their deck. They spy on themselves. Alright, cool. I enjoyed it. Good games. Joke's on them. I did not like it. Okay, we want the Snuff Outs. And I guess we want the Safekeeping. We'll just cut the Rumbles. Cut a Drawbridge for the last rites. Alright, I'm on play. No lands. Womp womp. Okay. I mean, we're gonna keep this. Get rid of the Drawbridge. Play the Colony Gardens. So what's my plan? Guess it depends on if I think they're gonna Mass Vandal me quickly. They play a Swamp. Let's go for the Pili-Pala. Pass the turn. If I top deck the Careful Cultivation, we could get them. Looks like they have the Vandal in hand because they're cycling the Generous End for a Forest. So that's fine, I suppose. You're not long for this world, Pili-Pala. Good times. Play an Ichor Wellspring. We draw the Cultivation. Oh, sad. They attack for 1. Okay. They're really going to go after my Wellspring here. They cycle for a Forest. Plays the Forest. So they could easily just go Mana Dork, untap, cycle, kill you. Menace Fiend, sure. I don't have an answer to that. No, I do. I have the Shambling Ghast. There we go. Play the Shambling Ghast. We'll Eviscerate inside it. Trying to keep them off of creatures. We draw the Careful Cultivation back to hand. Play a land. We have a Snuff Out now. Maybe I can take them. My opponent plays a Gate Creeper Vine. This is the last land in their deck, the 3rd Forest. Cast a Winding Way. Not good for me. Find Scattershot Archer and Lead the Stampede goes to the graveyard. They bring in Scattershot Archer for my poor Pili-Pala. Alright. Visitor's Insight, sacrificing the Wellspring. We have a Duress that doesn't really do anything. Play another Wellspring. Colony Garden. Pass the turn. Maybe the Duress would have been fine to get another card draw spell out of their hand. I just feel like they're gonna just go ahead and slam the Spy and then I'll die. And I was trying to make them feel a little bit safe here. Attacking for 1. There they go. Spy on themselves. Spy me. Spy me? Why would you spy me? I'm not a threat. Get rid of a land. Safekeeping. Let's hit you with a Duress. They have a Mass Vandal. Another Spy. Take the Land Grant. Play the Landscape. Pass the turn. So now they can spy themselves. I have to hit another Snuff Out. Interesting that they're just trying to not win. Or trying to not lose. There's a Tinderwall. Okay. Scattershot Archer. You will Eviscerate Insight, sacrifice the Wellspring. We find another Cultivation. I will Eviscerate Insight the plant. Find a Last Rites. So I can... No, they have Spy, Vandal that I want to kill. So I go land, Last Rites you. We'll discard Cultivation, Garden, Engine Rat, Safekeeping. Because we know they have a land grant. We'll take Spy, Ent, Vandal, Troll, and then pass. I'm running out of time to be able to use my Snuff Out. They're getting in for 3, which puts me to 11. I have a Wall of Roots. We drew a Forest. Put the Engine Rat on the table. 2, 3, 4. We do have one more Last Rites in the deck, so I guess I'm holding on to the Forest for now. They attack in. I will block. I think I fetch first. Fetch, grabbing a Swamp. And then spend 5 mana to sacrifice the plant and draw 2 cards. Oh man. We still didn't draw it. And they drew a Swamp. Well played. See you in round 5. Round 5. We're going to keep... The Last Rites looks pretty mid. But we have a plan, which is fetch a Swamp, play the Ghast, fetch a Forest. We have a Swamp already, turn 1. I think I play the Landscape and pass the turn. My opponent's on Forest. I don't know what that means specifically. They cycle a Genocide. It's probably Spy again. We'll be very sad. So maybe if we cast a Winding Way, it is indeed Spy. Sacrifice for the Forest. We'll untap, play the Swamp, and the Wellspring. Best draws the Pili-Pala here. We didn't draw it. They cycle a Genersent. Plays a Forest. Cerulean Caretaker. Tinderwall. I think I go land, Last Rites you. And then I just go discard, 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 discard. Maybe I shouldn't discard the Investor's Insight. I'm going to discard it. I should probably discard the Wellspring too. Alright, so we'll get rid of Spy, Vine, Vandal, and Quirion Ranger. They play a Caretaker. They have Lotless Giant in hand. We drew a Fanatical Offering. I'll Fanatical Offering the Wellspring. We find another Careful Cultivation. We have the Pili-Pala. So in 2 turns we can go for it. My opponent plays it Elves of Deep Shadow. They have the Giant in hand. We are hoping that they do not draw a Spy. I'll pass the turn after playing my Pili-Pala. We just had to go all in to try to disrupt their combo. They Vine. Last card in hand is the Lotless Giant. They play the Swamp. They're going to go ahead and slam a Lotless Giant. Don't know if that's going to matter anymore. Careful Cultivation. Let's make infinite mana. Maybe the correct play is to just swap the Duresses. My opponent just concedes. Let's see. We would have drawn 1, 3. Let's see. Draw a card. Don't think it was over. They didn't think that they could get there. They just didn't really want to sit around while I comboed. Ha! Okay. So we definitely want the Last Rites. We definitely want the Snuff Outs. Not the safe. Don't know if I want the safe keepings. Snuff out, snuff out, snuff out. Get rid of the Duresses. Safekeeping is pretty good. I feel like I can just cut the drawbridge. Maybe just cut the drawbridges entirely. Bring in another Duress. Try to disrupt them. And then find a protected win. Can't keep this one. We have a Snuff Out. Let's mulligan. Okay. I can turn 3 them. I'll keep. Put back Ghast. They pedal. Plays a Roost Seek off a Soggy Wildling for a Forest. Plays the Forest. And a Cerulean Caretaker. Play a Swamp. Pass the turn. I probably need to find another land so I can safekeeping. They cycle a Genersent for Forest. Plays Tinderwall. I think I snuff out the Caretaker. Donk. Okay, we found the protection. I'll play a Wellspring. Draw a card. Another safekeeping. We don't have any ways to draw cards. My opponent has a bunch of Tinderwalls. Play a land. Play a Pili-Pala. Pass. They're passing. Play Crud. No, I think I just go land. Hopefully they don't have instant speed way to interact here. Play the Careful Cultivation. They just scoop to it. They were so tilted, I guess. It was not over. It was not over at all. So we got a nice little end to the league with the 4-1, starting out 3-0 and getting hammered by the Spy combo deck. I think I had a really terrible keep in game 2, and we were sort of figuring out the way to sideboard against that deck. Let's see how we would have drawn in the upcoming. Not very well. Just sit there with this Pili-Pala and play and hope for the best. But our opponent didn't want to play. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, thanks again, Eric. I'll see you all in the next video.